So some of the things I'm about to share with you in today's video may surprise you, some may make you laugh, but ultimately they're going to help you level up how you show up. Let's get into the video. And I breathe. Hello intentional woman, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayanime, and number one on the list, we're starting with something cheeky and that is pulling on a wedgie in public. For the ladies who do not know what a wedgie is, this is when your panties or G-string, right, gets tightly stuck in between your butt cheeks and they sort of make you a bit uncomfortable. And if this has happened to you before, you know how this feels. Trust me, I know this one from experience. It almost feels like you want to go crazy. Even at that, we can all agree that pulling on it in public is a no-no. No elegant woman would do this. If it is possible, excuse yourself and find a restroom. If it is not, at least find a secluded place, right? Don't just be walking in the middle of the road and then you just pull on it. You don't know who is watching. Honestly, you never can tell. There's grace in being able to restrain yourself in certain moments. And this is one of those. Again, like I said, you never know who is watching. And number two is actually adjusting her bra or undergarments in public. This includes tugging at your bra strap, shifting a sleeping bra cup, or fiddling with your shapewear in full view of others. If it is that bad, excuse yourself and find a restroom or again, a secluded place. Because the illusion that you are an elegant woman shatters completely when you do these types of things. It may seem small, but it matters. And I can tell you that this is something I was guilty of. Because I remember one day being with my friends at a restaurant and I was adjusting my bra. But I thought I was doing it discreetly, not knowing that one of my girlfriends noticed it. So I used to do this. I would just do like this. And that was just me trying to move my bra cup a bit up, right? Until one of them looked at me and said, "What are you doing? Go to the restroom and go and fix yourself." Or what is this? I cannot tell you how embarrassed I felt in that moment. So yeah, let's not do this, okay? Number three is unzip her pants at a restaurant after a meal. I saw this one recently and I was amazed. So this woman, right, a few tables away from us, finished eating, unzipped her pants. It didn't just end there. She leaned back on the chair and took a very deep, satisfying breath. Now I get it, because the food at that restaurant was out of this world. Yes, it was that good. But at the same time, it is still a no-no. And she probably overate. Pace yourself. If you like the food that much, order takeout. That behavior she displayed, I don't mean to sound judgmental, it is one I have never seen a truly elegant woman do. Have you? Because I've never. Oh, and yeah, she added toothpick to the mix. Yeah, I forgot to add that part. It was just funny, honestly, to me. I just laughed about it and tasted my food. Number four, she would never pick her teeth, ears, or nose in public. No matter how casual the setting is, please remember that grooming is a private business. So digging into your nose in public, putting your fingers into your ear and going like that, or using your fingernails to pick your teeth, even if it's a toothpick, these are all unacceptable. That is why I have issues shaking people's hands, because the things people do with their hands is just wonderful. Because think about it. So you're in public and you dig into your nose, right? Or you dig into your ear, or you use your finger to pick your teeth. What then happens? You sit there with your hands like that. So you see why going to the restroom is so important? Even for the fact that you should do this privately, it also gives you the opportunity to wash your hands when you're done. This also includes sniffling because of catarrh. It's so irritating. Just go and blow your nose. Because if you're in public and you're going, there is no excuse for it. No, go to the restroom and remove that mucus from your throat. Number five, she would never chew gum loudly or with an open mouth. In my local dialect, right, we call someone who does this a boy. To be honest with you, I don't know what it translates to in English, but it's one of those words that has no positive meaning to it. It's almost similar to saying the person is maybe, I don't know, stupid or senseless. I really can't say. At the end of the day, it is still tacky to chew gum loudly. It is tacky to crack and pop and blow bubbles when you are in public. And this is not just restricted to women. I've seen a man chew gum in a way that even a fellow man turned and looked at him and said, "Guy, what are you doing?" So if you're a man watching this video, maybe somehow you found your way to my channel, because sometimes it happens, please. Number 6, post videos of them crying in public. Now, I'm going to put a disclaimer here because there are certain situations where this is unavoidable. Like a woman sharing a deep personal traumatic experience and then she breaks down into tears. That is not what I'm referring to here. I am talking about someone turning on their ring light, putting on their camera, and from the first second, they are already crying. While emotional expression is valid, when I see stuff like this on social media, it looks like a performance to me. What I do know is that a truly elegant woman will seek support, genuine support, but she will not turn her personal pain into viral moments. That's just my opinion, by the way. Number 7, discuss bodily functions casually. This is where you hear things like, "I am so bloated. I need to pee. Ooh, I haven't pooped in days." I get it. These are all normal bodily functions, all right? But where you express them matters. But we can all agree that there are some things that are better left unsaid. You cannot say things like this, let's say at your workplace, where all your co-workers can hear you, or say it at a restaurant when you're on a date, or say it in public places. You get what I mean? If you want to say, you can say it with your girlfriends. "Oh, babe, I'm so bloated." You know, that's a different thing than walking into an office and saying, "I'm bloated." You need to be a bit more socially aware, because at the end of the day, elegant women filter their language. Oh yes, I filter my language. There are certain things I would never say in public, but I can say it to my friend. It's just the way it is. Number 8, play voice notes or use loudspeaker in public. This is one thing that irritates the very spirit the good Lord put inside of me. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it, because I'm always asking why. Why are you scrolling through social media, watching skits, and the volume of your phone is at its highest? Why are you playing loud music in public? Why are you listening to voice notes, ebooks, podcasts in a way that everybody around you can also hear, even to the case where they can hear sensitive information? All I can say is elegant women do not do this. We do not do this. We do not do this. We do not do this. Number 9, wear pajamas or unkempt clothes outside. This is something we have covered on this channel over and over, because I'm sorry, I can never understand this one. I can never understand wearing pajamas to the market to run errands. I cannot understand wearing hair bonnets in public. Yes, the pajamas may look cute, but it is still sleepwear. I also do not understand tying a wrapper over a t-shirt to run errands either. I know this sounds repetitive, but no elegant woman would do this. No classy woman would do this. She would have casual clothing items she can wear on an errand so that she always looks put together. You don't need to be overdressed, right? But you don't also want to look like you just rolled out of bed. I have a video where I share how to look elegant in everyday clothing. I'll link it in the description. Please watch that video after this one. Number 10, overshare personal or traumatic experiences in public. Now, this is another place I have to put a disclaimer, because if you have been on this channel for a while, you know that I share really personal things with you. But I share those things from a place of trying to show you that I've made these mistakes in the past, I've worked on myself, I've healed. That way, when I give you certain advice, you can see that it's coming from a place of a life lived, for lack of a better word. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm not talking about a situation where a woman is sharing her experience because she's in a safe place. People are learning from her. People are relating to her. Somebody's getting healed. No, I'm talking about those specific situations where you can have like 2 friends in a bus, at a restaurant, at a cafe, or some other public place discussing, right? But they do it so loudly and they share personal things in that conversation that should never be shared in public. For me, it seems very careless and very thoughtless, because that's a conversation you can still have when it's just the both of you. I have heard a young girl, just her friend, how she followed a man from the club to his hotel room, only to find out that it was the same hotel her boyfriend was lodged in. Where was she giving this gist? At a cafe. And I wasn't the only one who heard it. Even the guys heard it. Everybody just turned and looked at her. See those kinds of situations? Avoid it. There should be boundaries. There should be self-awareness. There should be social awareness. Number 11, eat while walking on the road. Now imagine a woman in a beautiful outfit, confident posture, but then she's biting into puff puff as she's dodging traffic. The image doesn't match, right? It breaks the aura, the illusion. So that's what happens when you do this. Except it is a carnival setting, a night market, or a charming farmer's market. Eating and walking on the road is just, let's say, unacceptable. I know it may seem harmless or even convenient, but take a moment and think about the image it presents. Doing this can make you look like you lack social awareness, like you're sloppy, disorganized, careless with your presentation, and disconnected from your feminine grace. It can also make you seem like you're always in a rush. This also includes working and eating in professional settings. Let's say you're moving from one office to the other and you're eating. When you think about it, it just doesn't look good. I understand that for some women, their schedule is a beast, and the only time they can put something into their body is to walk and do it. But even at that, still make out time to sit down and eat, even if it's just for a few minutes. Outside presentation, it will gently reaffirm to you that your nourishment matters. Because at the end of the day, elegance is also the way we do the everyday things. Number 12, reapply makeup at the table. Let me start this point by saying that there are days when I'm at a restaurant dining and I'll think to myself, what would really happen if I reapply my lip gloss here? Or what would happen if I take out my mirror and, make sure that my hair looks right? But then I have to consciously remind myself that grooming is supposed to be a private business. And it should never be done at the table. These are habits that took me time to build, and I had to build it even with the resistance of my old self. My old self would sit down there and just do what she needs to do. But building a new habit takes discipline. It takes you literally forcing yourself. That is why now the idea of grooming myself at the dining table is, it just can't happen. So yes, as convenient as it may seem, there's nothing elegant about brushing your hair or reapplying your powder at the dining table, and all the while there's someone in front of you eating. Even if there's nobody in front of you eating, this is where you're supposed to eat. And if you're grooming, there's no how something is not going to fall down from your hair. Something is going to happen, right? So you just want to keep that place as sanitary as possible. So even if the presentation thing is not something that concerns you, the hygiene part should concern you. So a quick trip to the restroom is always, always a better choice. Number 13, get drunk in public. You cannot defend this one to me. As far as I am concerned, there is no situation that makes this acceptable. Absolutely none. Because outside the image, let's talk about the risk. Getting drunk in public, especially as a woman, is dangerous. It can put you in compromising situations or make you vulnerable in ways that can have long-term consequences. And professionally, it can be a career killer. Remember that alcohol lowers our inhibitions. This can make you blot out something inappropriate, offensive, or embarrassing, something that you cannot take back. It's so risky. Even socially, it's still not acceptable, because some people will say, oh, I get drunk when I'm out with my friends. Why? Why do you have to get drunk? Even socially, it's still unacceptable. You don't want to get drunk on a date. You don't want to get drunk at a wedding, because no matter how beautiful you looked walking in, slurring your words or stumbling out will erase all of that. An intentional woman knows her limits. She will never ever give her power away to a bottle. Number 14, correct others rudely or publicly. Whether someone mispronounces a word or makes a simple mistake, an elegant woman wouldn't take this as an opportunity to belittle or embarrass that person. Correction, if really necessary, right, is done gently and in private. Humiliation is not refinement. Never. Personally, I'm very intentional about this because I learned this from one of the most elegant women I had the pleasure of working alongside when I had a 9-to-5 job. She was my line manager at the time, and I remember I made a mistake at work and I could tell she was upset, but she controlled herself. And then over the weekend, she called me over the phone. We had a conversation. She asked me what was going on, why my work was sloppy. And I didn't even know when I broke down and told her what was happening in my life. And, she talked to me and, gave me perspective and also helped me see that, yes, things may be happening, but work is work, right? She handled it so gracefully that this made me more conscious when I'm correcting others. Because I found out that because of the work I do, image consultancy etiquette, femininity, elegance. People are already self-conscious when they're around me, even without me saying a word. So I make it a point to let people be. I don't jump to correct every slip up. I make sure that I create a safe space where they feel relaxed and not judged. That is why for me, videos like this are created to teach a better way of living, the intentional way of living. They're not created for judging others, I promise you. I am a strong believer of leading by example and doing it graciously. So that is why when I make a mistake, I will tell you I made the mistake. If I'm still struggling with a particular thing that is supposed to help my journey, I share that with you. If you've been here for a while now, you know this is true. So yeah, when you want to correct people, do it gently and do it still making sure that they retain their dignity and self-respect. And I assure you, like the way I can never forget that woman, they'll never forget you, because most people do not do that. And finally, number 15, but I'll leave this one to you. As an elegant woman yourself, what are some of the things we should never do in public? I look forward to reading your comments and learning from you too. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because on this channel, I create content that helps you grow into the best version of yourself for yourself. Trust me, you will love it here. As always, be kind to yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.